beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So James Madison's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. They'll try it over the left side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Liberty Flames offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they have no problem making this transfer junior running back their workhorse. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Yeah, he is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Flames with the 1st and 10. Trying play action. Under fire. Being chased. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Flames have this offense rolling. Using his legs, it's Udo. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Makes the grab in their space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Flames. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
He's got it down the right side. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. The Dukes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Keeps it himself. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. On the ground, it's Udo. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Flames will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Got room to work. Got some room to run. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Flames trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
8-14 choice.
Some misdirection with the counter. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic, turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Back to pass. Under fire. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him, and down he goes.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Pressure coming. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Now on the counter. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Kick is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got the first himself. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And the Dukes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. They'll run the option. The option, he'll keep it. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Flames come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. On the option. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Udo. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to get the 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if... There he goes! He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Dukes want to move quickly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On the move, it's Udo. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Flames send out the punt unit. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got out of trouble and throws. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The Dukes will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Dukes are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Dukes will line up to punt it away.
Number 11, on to punt it away.
He's got it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And that is the final play of the quarter. And guys, Liberty has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Maybe a crease. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Flames moving quickly to the line. Going to the run, it's Coleman. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on third down, and they're looking at fourth and plenty of work to do. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Keller. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Dukes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Dukes will snap it on first and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They're going to run it.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Gives it on the option. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The run inside. It's Coleman. Gain of 2 on the play. Sets up 3rd and 8.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Rides to back and leaves it. Got a little grass. He stopped, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they are going to waltz out of here with a win. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.